So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check through.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
I got one. Slam.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Running for the first time with the fullback, C.J. Ham. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
He's checking cracks.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. King now, looking to throw on 2nd down. Complete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Switch. Kill. He's checking.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check it out, Reed. Check 4.
Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 6. Here we go. Here I come. Check 26. Check 26. Check 21. Check. Lucky.
Check it back.
Check. 12. Check 30. Hey, Haywood.
Snap comes in 1. Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's going to be dropped following a pick. 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
I got you.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Watch out. Check.
21.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check. Man.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 25. Check. Check 25. Check 9. Check 9. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 52. Shit. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. That's a strong running. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6 guys. Check.
He may try and run for this. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and it had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
21.
Deuce. Check. Rush in.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
65.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
13.
47-yard line.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Switch gears.
21. Here we go.
Check nickel. Check 43. Jam. Shit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. this here as he's taken down. Emerson Griffin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds of but when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. Game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. 36, 36. 81. Set. Switch.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check out.
They run again on first down. Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now King to throw on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
They're not ready for this. They still...
On first down, here's Breida. Room here to run. And now look at him go. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this.
21. Here we go.
Now it's Breida. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start the drive with Cook, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
Check 50. Check 50.
Back.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get in.
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Jack.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Hey, watch that. Go.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Check these Griffin. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 9. Yo, I got it.
On first down, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
54. Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Check, go. Check. What?
Now Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 16.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Looking to throw. King. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check safety. Hey, look.
On the ground, it's Cook. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check it.
2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. King. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180.
50 seconds to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
First down, 49ers.
Check.
White.
They go counter with Breida.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. This is Breida. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
57. Mike, 57.
Now a give running left is Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, come on, come on, come on.
They run again with Breida, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.